Yo, what's going on, guys? Now, the last video I made in the GC Explained series, I was talking about air dribbles, and someone brought it to my attention that I didn't do a super good job at explaining what you should be working towards as you're learning this. I kind of said that you should focus on 3 touches in the air and just get consistent at that, but that's where I kind of left it off, and you don't really need more to just learn air dribbles, but I'm sure it would help, and it's something I wanted to go back and revise the video a bit, explain every step in a bit more detail and a bit clearer, as well as explain at the end what you should be working towards and how to actually progress. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We'll be using the same training pack as in the previous video. Again, use whichever wall is more comfortable for you. I'm using the left wall. If you're more comfortable on the right wall, it's going to be the same steps. And for an air dribble, there are really just 4 steps to setting it up and completing it. Your first step is going to be your touch off the wall. Your second step is actually jumping off the wall and rotating your car or setting up your car to get your first touch, which is your third step. And that step is probably your most important. Now, your fourth step is actually controlling the dribble, and I'll get to that at the end of the video. Now, to start off, for your first step, which is your touch off the wall, what you're looking for is to hit the ball nice and square, just like that. Now, you'll notice that when I hit the ball, just like that, it'll go up off the wall and towards the net. That's what you're looking for. Again, this is what a good one looks like. I hit it up, and it is going up and towards the net. Now, an example of a bad one would look like this. You see how it's not going towards the net? Now, what I did there is I didn't hit it square. I hit it with the left corner of my car, which that wasn't a good example. Let's do that again. But you see, I hit it with the left corner of my car, which just puts it straight out. I can't turn that into an air dribble. And the same thing will happen if you hit it too much with the right corner. You'll see it goes towards the net, but you're gonna hit the wall. Again, you see how I'm going towards the wall? That's not what you want. You're looking to hit off the wall and have it go towards the net, just like that. Again, you want it to look just like that. And when you jump off the wall, you're going to follow it straight towards the net. And that will bring us to step 2. Now, your second step, which a lot of people I feel don't really see as a step in an air dribble, but I feel that it should be its own step because it is very important. And here's what I mean. This step is actually jumping off the wall and setting up your car for the first touch. Now, here's what that should look like. I jump off the wall and I'm following the ball's path. You see, just like that. I don't have to do much. I just hit it, jump, and I'm following the ball. That's what a good jump off the wall and setup looks like. Now, what does a bad one look like? And let me show you. That is a bad setup. Now, what happened there is I turned before I jump. You see, I turn and I jump, and it throws me in front of the ball. You do not want that. If you are constantly ending up right here and you're not following the ball, you can't set up, or maybe it's the other way, and you're ending up all the way out here, you're turning before you're jumping, and that is going to mess up everything. The way to fix that is to jump and not touch your joystick. When you jump off the wall, you want to follow the ball, just like that. You want to hit and jump. And to really explain what's going on here, you're just driving through the ball, and when you hit the ball off the wall, if you hit it square, like in step 1, if you hit it nice and square and consistent, your car will follow the ball's momentum, no matter what. If I just drive through the ball and jump off the wall, I will follow the ball. I did not touch my joystick at all right there, and nothing went wrong, right? It does not take a whole lot of, you're not jumping off the wall and like trying to spin already and doing all that fancy stuff. I am seriously just pressing the jump button. It is as easy as that. Now, the second part to this step is actually rotating your car, jumping off the wall and then pointing your car at the ball, just like that. And again, this is very simple. You can do it in 3 different ways, really. The first way is by using whichever air roll and just pressing air roll, just like that. And again, I'm not touching my joystick. I am just pressing air roll. Jump, press air roll. That's it. You see, it puts me looking at the ball, very little adjustment, and I'm going to be following the ball's momentum. The second way, which this is a bit more of an advanced method of that, is actually tornado spinning. Jumping off the wall and tornado spinning, it just puts you in the position quicker, and you're following the ball's momentum. You see how quick I can get up to the ball with the rotation, and I can just kind of stay glued to it like that? If you can get good at that, your setups will be really easy. And the last way is the free air rollers out there. You just hit it, free air roll, look at the ball. I mean, that's not as easy for me. A directional air roll or a tornado spin is definitely the easiest way to do it. But again, just jump, turn, and that's all step 2 is. Jumping and then turning. It's simple, but people really overcomplicate it. One more time, I am pressing jump, air roll, and that's it. It sets you up perfect every time, as long as you don't overcomplicate it. You don't need to be turning your wheels. You don't need to be trying to hook into the ball or anything. It is seriously just a jump and turn. And that brings us to step 3. Step 3, and probably the most important part of your air dribble, is your first touch in the air. And let me show you what a good one looks like. Again, we're going to jump off the wall and a nice soft touch. That's what a good first touch looks like. Again, jump, turn, and I'm not boosting into it. I'm just letting my car meet the ball. Again, jump, car meets the ball. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not trying to boost through the ball. I'm not trying to hit the ball as hard as I can to keep it up in the air. I'm just letting them meet. And what a lot of people mess up in this is they'll get to this point right here, and then they're holding boosts and they're trying to go all the way through it. That's not a good example of what happens. It's a little hard to just mess up on purpose, but let's see if I can do that for you. Because what I see a lot is people do this right there. Again, they'll do everything perfect and then do that. And what they're doing is what I used to do, is you're hitting it off the wall and you're trying to hit right below. You're trying to do this. This is what a lot of people are trying to emulate, is that right there. You're not trying to do that. That takes a whole other level of control. You're not trying to learn that. What you should be learning is pushing the ball. You want to hit it off and push it. You see how my car isn't under the ball, but it's kind of more on the back side. I'm not getting all the way up here. You know, I'm not over the ball doing this. Obviously you can do that, but for actually learning an air dribble, learning the control, you want to avoid that. And again, you don't want to go in here and like have your camera looking straight up. You know you already messed up if all you can see is the sky and ball. You should be able to hit it off the wall and see the whole field, see the net in front of you, and just put it in just like that. And again, this is just the first touch. You want to meet and then carry it right there. That's what you're looking for. You want to be able to meet it and have the ball not get hit away from you. If you hit the ball too hard, this is what happens. I boost into it, and now I don't have control. I've lost control. I can't change the direction of the ball or anything, and you're just going to hit it away from yourself. Again, first touch, you want to hit out, let it meet, and that's it. Just that nice little touch. Again, nice little touch. Another thing that I see a lot of people do is they'll let it touch, and then they're trying to just kind of do that, and they won't keep it up or anything, or like they're trying to spin and get way too fancy with their first touch, and like, or mess up and try and get one of these touches. Don't do that. Keep it simple. When you're learning, simple is consistent, and that is the most important thing. And that brings us to step 4. Now, step 4 is where I didn't do a very good job explaining, because in the previous video, I just said, hit it off the wall and focus on 1, 2, 3 touches and get consistent at that. And that's where I kind of left it, because that's how I learned. I started with 3 touches and then just tried to work my way up to 4 touches, 5 touches, to the point where I could just get my first touch and have it glued to the front of my car. That's how I learned it, but I didn't do a good job explaining that. Now, as far as what you should be working towards, again, you want to start off with just being able to hit it off the wall and get 1, 2, 3 touches that don't hit the ground, right? You want to just get 3 touches, go right into the net. Now, what you want to work towards is being able to hit it off the wall, get your first touch, and stay close. That's what you want to work towards. Now, again, you're going to start with your 1, 2, 3, and then once you get good at that, you can go to get a touch here, and then on your second touch, try and push the ball all the way, just like that. Get your first touch like that, and then your second touch, try and glue it to the front of your car and push it. And once you do that, you can try spinning. And this will take a combination of both practicing spinning air dribbles and getting into, if you can, the custom maps like rings maps, or sitting in free play and just flying through the air doing this. Get consistent at controlling your car in the air and work towards maybe doing 1 spin into a touch and then controlling it just like that. And then work from there and go with a spin touch, and spin touch. Or work your way up from there and try a tornado spin setup into controlling it and without spins. Change it up, try different things. Like, that's what you want to work towards, because if you can hit the ball out and get a good first touch and stay with the ball, well, who's to say you can't get that first touch, turn your car upside down, and then get that second touch and get a reset? Or who's to say you can't get that first touch but turn it into a reset, because the principle for that is a lot of the same. When you go up the wall, you hit it and you let your car meet the ball for a reset. Learning all of this and keeping it simple as you start out, and then adding complexity as you get better, will help you build muscle memory for other mechanics and learn even more, complicated shots, even cooler shots. But it all starts right here with your touch off the wall, your first touch for your air dribble, and just being able to stay with the ball through the air. That's what you're working towards. And if there's anything else in this video that I can explain better or can help you with, leave it in the comments. I'll try my best to help you with it and answer any questions. I just wanted to go over this one more time because while the other one did get good comments about it, I feel like it could have been a bit more organized and thorough. And when someone brought it to my attention, I just thought, you know what, I'll make it better. Anyways, thanks for watching. If this helped, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.